Hello everyone, my name is Bea Pacheco and I am a leader in CFC Youth Illinois. And for this week's spiritual teaching, I wanted to talk about God's plan. Now, we all know that we can never ever predict God's plan for us. And especially with 2020, none of us could have ever predicted that any of these things would be happening. And even though we can't really predict what's going on in the world or predict what's going to happen in our lives, what we can do is just trust that everything in our lives has a purpose. And for me personally, it was really hard. Even though I've only been alive for 17 years, I have experienced ups and downs in my life, and there were some moments where I kind of doubted, like, what purpose does this serve in my life? What purpose will this serve in the future? And especially in those times, it's really important to pray to God, ask for direction. And I lacked those moments in my life where I reached out to God for help. And that is always something I strive to work on. But it's especially in those moments where we don't know what's going to happen with us or in the world that we need to pray. We need to ask God for help, ask God for direction, because He is the only one that could help us, because He's the only one who knows why that specific moment in your life that's making you question yourself or question, like the world, what's going on. He is the only one that could help us get through that, because He's the only one that knows why this is happening. And that's what faith is. Faith is believing without seeing first. It's putting all your trust in God before anyone else. And it's especially in times like these, we need to reach out to Him and really ask for His help, because this pandemic, the protests going on, the crisis in Yemen, it's so hard to believe that all of this is going to serve a greater purpose, but only God knows what's going to happen, and this will serve a greater good in the future. And God's plan is so specific for each and every single one of us. It's hard to believe that every moment in our lives is put there for a specific reason. And especially in my years as a teenager, or in my years that I experienced in high school, I really doubted God sometimes, because whether it was things that were happening in my family or at school, I was always just like, why is this happening to me? Like, what good is this going to do me? And I'm sure that a lot of you have probably experienced that as well. But you just need to really reach out to God, ask for His help, ask for His direction. And in some weird way, I'm not saying that the clouds will part or anything, but in some way He's going to show you. Whether it's through a person, through a place, He will show you. So that is all for my spiritual teaching. I hope you enjoyed, and just know I'm praying for all of you, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Bye. Stay safe, stay healthy.